Yo, Wagwan, salam alaikum. You're now looked into the crossover DXB of myself, Myers in the building, and Freek. What we saying, bro?
Bro, feeling blessed, man. How you been?
I'm good, man. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
I need to get my Arabic up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to work on it.
This is working.
We need to do a little Arabic class. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. You know the vibes. Hey, listen.
Inshallah.
Before we start, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe. You know the vibes. Yeah. Put, comment. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever the vibes is, let us know. Because we're working off we're working off of you guys. Shouldn't have to repeat all the time. Why are we getting like 700 views, then only so much subscribers? It needs to make sense. Make it make sense. You understand? Show the gang some love. Anyway, we're going to get into it today. I brought some of the man them through. Yeah.
Okay.
Brought some of the man them through. This week, I was fortunate enough to be on 971 Lounge. It's another Dubai-based podcast.
Come on.
My boy Chris.
Yeah, bro.
Tell him about it, bro. Tell him about it.
Fam, it's pretty much the same thing, man. It's just about engaging, being transparent, and getting content out there people can relate to, man. Like, that voice is needed in Dubai, and we're providing that, man. You're doing the same sort of thing, but from a different angle, and that's what it's all about. So
trust me.
So having you down there, we filmed some good content, so I'm looking forward to that one coming out.
Yeah, same. Sure. Likewise. And I think here it's all about, we support each other, innit? We support each other. It's not they're doing this, so we need to do that. I did hear you was on to me.
Do you know what? Actually, it's a good point that you said that. It's good to have competition, When we first started, we never really had a studio type of setup. But to see you lot had it, it was like, no, we need to level up. And that's how you get me.
I don't think there's personally anything wrong with, having people around you, whether they're friends or, like whatever you want to call them. But instead of seeing the benefits of doing what they're doing, innit? Using it as, seeing it as competition or inspiration. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can get inspiration from a lot of different things. Even when I was on your podcast this week, like some of the content was really good. You also had a girl on set. It's nice to be in places where in a different dynamic, innit? Different energies. So yeah, I appreciate it being on. And also,
wait, Myers, can we just address her as a female on set?
A female on set. What did I say?
A girl on set.
A girl. Okay.
Yeah. Just to be politically correct.
I heard female. Is. You know what I'm saying? I heard female is like not politically correct these days. It's all techie. With the. You know what I'm saying? The letter gang out there. Onto man. So you have to address people properly. The vibes, reading between the lines. Yeah. Yes. And you just heard his voice. Big Dada H in the building. What are you saying to me, bro? Mr. Diet starts tomorrow. What are you saying to me?
Yeah, come on.
I think now we're getting to a place to crossover where we're getting a lot of DMs, but aside from that, it's all about bringing the right people in. We're just chopping it up. It hasn't got to be too overcomplicated. We just chop it up with our brethrens and that, and we kick it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what we're here to do today. Kick it, make sure people feel comfortable, and we roll with the vibes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100. If there's any rules, blood, you better lock it down.
Ain't no rules in this thing. The rules is there's no rules. You know what I'm saying? We have Hitesh, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. So if anything needs to be cut, but to be honest, I don't know about you guys, but have you ever edited your episodes or cut anything out or put anything in?
Obviously, you just cut the start, like where we're just waffling and then just get into it. But then when you just let it roll, fam.
Right, yeah.
Raw, authentic.
Footage.
Yeah, raw and authentic. That's the same with us. We haven't really, there's times where I might say, oh shit, we should have spoke about this, that and the third. But we'll just roll it on to the next week. But a lot of our stuff is just straight through. But obviously, if the man didn't say anything mad, we can flag it. You know what I'm saying? A 1, 2, clap. And you know what I'm saying? Can bleep like out the words.
It's a funny one though, like when people reach out and they're like, can you cut this bit? Can you cut that bit? It's just like, no, because you need to make the same rule for everyone. Yeah. You come here and you speak with your chest, innit?
Yeah, that's big facts.
Is your truth.
However,
so let it be.
There is a certain experience I think that comes with podding, and I think when you're podding in Dubai as well, yes, you can be raw and uncut, but to a certain extent. And maybe I think as week's gone on, we've like pushed the barrier a little bit further and further.
I think you get comfortable.
Yeah,
you get comfortable at the beginning. You're just trying to be politically correct with everything.
Yeah,
and then you'd be like, legislative.
And not only what's going out, it's also what's coming in. How do you feel? Do you feel comfortable enough to be open and out there and really share your views? Do you know what I'm saying? That takes guts. Do you know what I'm saying? So to jump on the platform and say, look, I know everyone thinks this, but I think this.
Yeah, certain topics especially are a little bit like, oh,
Exactly.
Can be a bit techie out here.
Definitely.
Sure,
so
everyone needs to watch out, bro.
but don't worry, we're gonna get to it today. We put in today. So listen, I don't know about you guys, yeah, but I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I'm a big music man, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, Freak, you're into Arabic rap, you do your thing. And do you know what? I do speak to H often to say, look, you know, he might hit me or I might hit him. Yo, what do you think of that track? Or do you know what I'm saying? I'm into my music, innit? And I think music is subjective and it depends how you take it in, what you see it for where it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it always is a conversation starter. As I've seen with your type of music, do you know what I'm saying? The Arabic rap thing, you've got some fire on the way.
Sick. Yeah, bro.
You've got some fire on the way. Actually, before we
Come
even dig
on.
into it, what you want to touch anything or
With what?
shout out to Sean Merds and all them man
Oh,
there. You know
shout
what I'm
out to
saying?
my
The gang.
man, bro. All the way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, trust me. It's fair to say we were in the studio where you lot shoot your pod.
Yeah.
Shout out to, is it .wav.wave?
Dot Wave, man.
Shout out to those guys as well. They've got a serious setup, serious setup there.
Sick,
Big up
man.
to them guys, and it's fair to say you was cooking up some fire in there still. Some fire
man.
I've never heard before.
Yeah, exactly, man. That was actually sick because the energy was proper. The chemistry with mods is insane. You know?
Yeah.
It's always different than really getting a beat online and trying to record it solo. You know.
Yeah.
When you're with the producer in the studio, just like it just the energy is proper. You know,
Yeah.
you can actually and whatever this guy is cooking, I can just get on the hype
Feed
and
off
write
of it.
something that is actually similar to the beat, the feelings, you know.
Yeah, no, it was a vibe, you know, and there was views in the studio. So Freak phoned me, yo, you need to come down because you know what I'm saying, we're cooking up. We need to feed off the
Yeah.
energies.
Facts,
Went down there,
yeah.
all the pizza on the Hennessy, you know the vibes, like you know what I'm saying.
Can I ask a question? So how long do you actually stay there for and just bang it out?
Bro, I think we stayed there for like 8 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours.
like
Yeah,
that,
yeah. And it just flies, bro. Like when you're just working on music, it just flies, you know. Like you just don't feel it.
That's lit.
And there's something wrong with studios. Like I was always raised around studios that don't have windows. You don't see what time it is. You don't see if the sun came up or not. Because
Yeah.
as soon as you see the sun coming up, you're like, oh shit, you start tripping. You're like, oh, I've been here for a long time. So I like to be around places that don't have windows, nothing.
That's
'Cause
the
you can just-
dungeon. That's the
yeah,
dungeon.
you can stay for 10 hours straight and don't feel it.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, but definitely it's gonna be a single in the album. Like I wasn't even thinking of adding any tracks, and it just happened.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't
Wrapped it up.
gonna say too much, but you see this one here, it's different.
Bro,
This one's
way
different.
different. Yeah.
But anyway, let's get into it. I think it's fair to say this week has been, or the last 2 weeks, should I say, has been quite music orientated.
Yeah.
I think if you're not aware that the biggest artist has dropped, then I mean, you need to question how invested in music are you, innit?
Yeah.
You're talking about a man like Drizzy. Do you know what I'm saying? For me, that's a like, it's I have to mark my calendar. Yeah, Drizzy's dropping Friday. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, I have to wake up, make my cup of tea. Do you know what I'm saying? Yam my breakfast. Do you know what I'm saying? Get my ears right, do up a gym when it drops, because we're in Dubai. So when it usually drops 12 a.m., I think maybe East Pacific time in the States, it comes out here like 8 a.m. Do you know what I'm saying? 8 to 10 a.m. So we get it nice and early. And for me, that's a moment, innit? And a few of my other peoples back home and here, they will hit me during the day. Yo, what do you think about this? We're on it. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the topic of the discussion.
Wait, sorry. Why is music so close to your heart like this? Like the way you're describing it.
That's a very good question. For me, yeah, people talk about love languages.
Oh my gosh. I swear to God, I was just saying this yesterday. I swear to God.
Tell me.
No. I said that. I think that's my love language.
I'm up and I'm with you.
Yeah,
and I'm
100%.
Look. We're gonna discuss.
But if it's a drill track, then it's,
Listen. We're gonna discuss.
beef music.
We'll discuss the albums that come out. Yeah, just we're gonna be like, this will be CLB orientated. You know what I'm saying? Drizzy's album orientated. Yeah. So if you don't like it, lock off from now, because we're gonna crack into it.
great.
And also Donda dropped as well, which is Kanye West's album. Nevertheless, we'll have a lot of conversations that will spin off. Do you know what I'm saying? What we're talking about. And yeah, that is a fantastic question. And for me, music, people say, oh, there's 4 love languages. I don't even know what all them are, like on the words of affirmation and gifting and all this sort of stuff. For me, it's music. Like, I feel like I can tell someone how I feel better via music. It's weird. Like, back in my early days, obviously, man, settled down now, but
Yeah, I was
you know what I'm
gonna
saying?
say,
Little disclaimer, you know what I'm saying? So,
serenaded the things and
you
that.
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to jump out the DMs, you know what I'm saying? So, little disclaimer, but in my early days, yeah, I think music can just transcend so well. So, say, for example, if I'm going on a date, yeah, and it's a fire joint, yeah, yeah, and you know what I'm saying? The date's gone well, and you know what I'm saying? After the date, I'm not really trying to end the night too early. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show what the vibes is. I will play certain music and look in the opposite direction, and I know she's picking up the lyrics. You know, I'm saying these things to her, not what the person is singing. I'm saying it, so she picks up the vibe. Yeah. And I think with music, when it comes to like, I've been to terrible weddings, bro, where I don't believe that the music selection has been on point. The best of the best facilities, do you know what I'm saying? Spent thousands of pounds. But I think music is just such a soul connector. What's your thoughts on that?
No, most definitely. I think it's important. I was speaking to one of my friends the other day. He's just jumped into a new relationship, and he's like looked at his relationship as like kind of like a project. So he's trying to make his girl unlearn all the music that she doesn't like, that's not in common, and then relearn all the projects, so like his favorite albums. But I think that's important, because when you're on car journeys, for me, like, I feel like my car journeys are a video shoot. So for you to be comfortable in my space, like, we have to connect musically. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. 'Cause I'm not really into communication and that when I'm driving. That's my downtime to like digest the music, and also I like creativity a lot. So I just appreciate the art in general. Yeah. It's just like learning about a person. Well, relevant music, not ignorant music. But even ignorant music, like, bro, sometimes man like to turn on to that. And
trust me.
We're conscious men, but like,
sometimes it's nice to be.
There's a time. For me, there's a time and a place for it. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's an energy. There's like frequencies with music, I believe, innit? Yeah. So if I'm listening to too much trap, Future, Lil Baby, that's all good and well in the gym, whatever, but now I'm feeling a little bit overhyped. My energies are off. I need to balance them. So maybe in the night time on the way home, I might throw on a scissor. Do you know what I'm saying? I might throw on a Summer Walker. Do you know what I'm saying? I might throw on an old school joint just to kind of balance out, mellow off my energies and my frequencies. What's your thoughts on that? Or am I overdoing it?
To be honest, I'm not really a music guy in that sense. Which makes me very different from you, man. I love music, obviously, but it's never been like so integral to me that I go into it with a mind that this is really affecting my energy and my frequencies. But then again, I say that, but all the consciousness towards energy and all this type of stuff has only really become relevant for me recently. So when you're saying this, I completely hear you. And I'm thinking about myself in the gym and how my mood will want different music to bang it out. Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I completely understand where you're coming from.
You get extra reps in if you're listening to gigs, innit?
A certain tune. But you know what? Sometimes it doesn't need to be gigs. Sometimes it can be like South African house. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, get this off. And then I want to hear K-trap. So it's always different. But the link between music and your mood is a link that really, like, I need to explore a little bit more, because I can definitely hear what you're saying.
Yeah. What's your thoughts, Freek? Like,
nah, it's actually true. Like, sometimes, especially when you do sports, you need certain music to give you that energy and whatever, you know? But, like, I get what you're saying about, like, sometimes it doesn't even affect my energy. Like, even if I'm playing ignorant music all day, it's different for me because I create music. So I have sometimes the whole week I can listen to ignorant music just to create a vibe, you know? Like, I want to get inspired of this art right now, especially when it comes to drill and stuff like that. I might just feed myself a lot of this content all week just to create something next week. So I know I have enough information, you know?
See, for me, like, I used to think it doesn't matter. But then when I'm starting to, like, I don't want to say soul search, but really deep and dig into things. And I might just be sitting there and I'm like, why do I feel a little bit down? Like, what can be my medicine to help me feel better. And music is usually 9 times out of 10
100%.
all the medicine I need. I don't need to bust a paracetamol or, you know what I'm saying, ibuprofen and them things.
Yeah.
Music is calm for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's like, shit, yeah, you know what? This week I haven't really listened to your R&Bs. I'm an R&B man, first of all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone has their safe selection when it comes to music. Like, yours can be R&B. Like, when you want to go back to yourself, you might just listen to R&B.
You know what? It's interesting you say that. I sat down with a business consultant, yeah? He's like really successful in entrepreneurship, and I was just networking with him. And he's written this book, and it's all about finding your flow. Because obviously, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, you're doing a lot of admin, you're doing a lot of boring tasks. His thing was about sitting down, listening to a certain type of music and locking in. And his thing was, it needs to be a type of music where you hear the start, but you can't even remember the end. But you listen to it every time you start working. Right. And it's like, you can't hear the end and you're just going.
Yeah.
It's like a process.
Yeah. And you need to find your trigger music that's going to put you in that sense of flow.
You know what's funny? No one actually know, like no one, when you see me, you would never think I would like this type. I like to listen to lo-fi music. Right. Lo-fi can just be all day, like my background music. As soon as I do a story, you probably play some trap or drill or whatever. But like if I listen to lo-fi, I can work. I don't need lyrics. Like, I just want a sound that just gives me
zone out.
Yeah, zone out for years and years. You know.
Yeah,
lo-fi.
I hear that. Like
that's
we have Big Ben in the building, yeah. And listen, there's times where me and Ben will go 5 aside, yeah. And there's times I'm thinking, should I bring my speaker? And I'll just put it in the corner of the pitch. And if I'm telling you something, if we play certain music whilst, would you feel like you have more energy with certain things? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if it's upbeat, then it's done. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's important. And back to the love language with music, yeah. Can you date a girl that is not into the music you're into? Or, okay, yeah. Let's start there.
Like I was telling the story about my bedroom that's, you know, taking the project out on his woman.
I said project
massive.
I said he's doing up a coursework. I said he's doing up coursework on the missus, you know.
You know that, bro. I would do this. I would definitely do the same thing because, yeah, man. I just, like you said, like when you're, even like, let's say for instance, when you're hungover and your energy, it's like your vibrations are very low. Like it's good to listen to like a good R&B. Like you put me onto that J Electronica album, the joint one with Jay-Z, like that. When I'm hungover, not very often nowadays, but yeah, when I'm hungover, then I put that on. I let that run from beginning to end, and I feel like I don't need to bust a paracetamol. So and my companion, she would definitely have to listen to at least Future.
Future, though. Jesus, trap queen, trap queen.
At least.
What's your thoughts, Chris? Like, so
I've actually dated a few girls who are not from the UK, and for the purpose of understanding me and where I come from, music is a perfect way to sort of bring them through that, like, and helping them understand our culture. Because we're all from a very distinct place, innit?
Definitely.
Yeah, so like it's been a thing where I'm like, right, you need to listen to this. Like I'll be running my playlist and I'm like, this is this type of music. These people, this is what they're saying. Like you need to understand it. And then the best thing is when you put someone on and when they understand it, they're like,
that connection there,
is a mad thing.
See that there, that's my love language. See that there, that is powerful. That is a powerful energy that you're tapping into there. I'm telling you, bro.
Yes.
That is different level stuff. That is different level stuff. And if you, I've almost like, I don't want to say the word judge, but like I've met people. And then when we get into a music conversation, you say, do you know this? Yeah. Do you know this? Yeah. And it's like, oh, you're on levels. Like, oh, now we don't even have to talk about music. And we can dig into other shit.
Exactly.
Facts.
Like, what's your thoughts? Like,
no, it's true, bro. It's not even when it comes to relationship. Like, I think I made a lot of friends in school because of this music. You know? Like, when I first got in school and I saw the whole class, I'm like, okay, let me see who's actually into the same wave, you know? And you ask them about certain songs, they're like, I actually bumped this. That's it. Boom, we have something in common, you know? And in a relationship, it just adds more because you'll never expect a girl to know this line or this track, you know? And so for you, it's like, oh shit, like she's the one, you know?
You know, like, we're obviously from the UK, yeah? You're from here. Like, I don't know what it's like growing up here, but when we were growing up, we would go to like a dance or a rave or whatever you want to call it. But even if it's like you're 16, it might be a little house party. Yeah. Depending on what music's running, like I might see a girl from afar and I'll be like, that's me. But I have to wait for the right vibes to come on. You know what I'm saying? Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. Yeah. So when that, you know what I'm saying? When that bashment hits, I'm gonna slide over there and show her what's really good. So like that's what I'm saying. How powerful music it can give you a certain level of confidence. It can give you more energy. It can give you just more. Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, speak. What's your thoughts on that?
I was just gonna say that, like, in the UK, I can only really speak for London, but like obviously we make our friends through school. Like, you know, you might play football, but you see here, and I'm gonna speak for obviously me. My favorite Benjamin back in the day when we used to go to house parties, and you would know as well, Myers, like there wasn't really many people like us in it. Don't want to get into the boring chronological stories, but back then, like me and Bentley would be in a house party asking people like, oh, okay, like what do you listen to, like Red to 10. I think that's where most of our friendships probably like blossom from to like obviously where they are now. So I think it is like even just to bond with people, like you said, when you get onto that conversation and it's like, for instance, Future, but you don't listen to the Bay albums, you might listen to like 56 Nights mixtape. I kind of know like how you pattern a little bit. So then, like you said,
because I could tell you my favorite Future project now, and that will tell you a lot of me. Without saying anything really. Do you know what I'm saying?
What is your favorite Future?
My favorite is what's the one with the heads Hendrix.
We'll make an informed decision. We'll get back to you. But yeah, I'm fucking with that still.
You know what I'm saying? Like Hendrix hits different. Hendrix hits different. It's just what I'm trying to say is like I've been in situations where instead of me answering the question of who are you, let me just give you a few tracks that kind of summarize what I listen to, and that will give you a better indication of who I am rather than me explain to you who I am. Like certain R&B music, like old school as well, like 90s, 80s, certain things. It's like, when I was younger, I used to date a lot of older women, like girls, So I can speak open. Everyone knows the vibes. Everyone knows the pattern and what situation I'm in. Do you know what I'm saying? But I could speak about when I was younger. And even now, like, do you know what I'm saying? My other half's older than me. So I've always been attracted to, it's not age I've been attracted to, it's maturity. And I think what has always put me in a good light is when we're in the car, and there's times where I've been 21 and this, you know what I'm saying, that's 28, 30, like not to settle down to vibes with only, but you know what I'm saying, I got to show her I'm in level, so she can't lickle man. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm putting on certain music, she's like, how do you know this? Like, this is beyond your yet. So I'm showing the levels. And then 9 times out of 10, don't talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? The vibes is there. Like, we don't need to get into anything else. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't need to convince. You know the energies now. And that's how powerful I believe music to be.
100.
I agree still.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like the whole Arabic wave that's coming, I feel like we had the Spanish wave coming. Obviously, Bashment has always been around, but I do feel like Arabic rap is on its way around.
I get that from you. I feel like you're very bullish on the Arabic rap still.
I mean, obviously, you have Freek here, innit? So we have to discuss it. Our platform caters to a certain demographic where they're into that, but it's 100. About, for me,
it's crazy. Like I want to know everyone's perspective on it, because obviously it's different than all you guys from the UK, right? But now you're in a city, you're in an Arabic country. And you've been in a city that actually worked on this art. Like in the UK, hip hop, the scene fucking went crazy. So now you're in an Arab country, you see it happening. What's your thoughts about it?
I think it's very interesting. I think like where we're at today as humans, we're very much we're more accepting of different sounds. We're 100%. Like first, again, I can only speak for London, man, but when London rap was coming up, hearing rap in a different accent, like in a Brummy accent or in a Manny accent, we were a bit But now we taking that music. I think even Charlie Sloth said that he thinks Birmingham's going to become the home for UK rap scene.
Yeah, that's a big shout.
And I actually do believe that. But then if we look outside of that and we look into the Irish rappers that came in, then we look into European rap, there's German, Spanish,
Netherlands.
Dutch music is very big and we accept it. We don't know what they're saying, and music's gone past lyrics now.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Lyrics are just an instrument, I would say,
That's a
within
very
within
good
a song.
point.
So like now with Arabic rap, it's like probably the perfect moment that is slid into society.
Yeah.
Because I listen to your music and bro, trust me, like I'm like thinking, bro,
Very
what's going-
melodic.
Yeah, what's going on here? But I can vibe to it. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm in that mood, if
Facts.
that's my emotional state, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Facts,
no,
yeah.
no.
So yeah, I feel like just to summarize, Arabic rap, it just needs to be marketed a bit more. But I feel like the way things are being innovated and the time they're being innovated, like it's gonna be.
Do you know?
yeah,
Do you think people lean into certain cultures and then music kind of add to it?
Yeah.
Like for example, some people can not understand French, right?
Mm.
But when you're in the club and you hear "Oh, Jaja," people
Yeah.
know the vibe.
Bro,
This is Afrobeats, isn't it?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I
even
would
if you
go-
don't understand what's going on,
and
it's
some
like
things are transcending because people are, you know, French African.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
so now we're getting overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And truth be told, if someone put a gun to your head now and said, listen, you got to rap or you got to, word for word, you've got to sing something. You're gonna have a hard time. Like, okay, what song should I choose?
Young
because
Thug.
actually, when you think about it,
probably the hardest song to pick.
but what I'm trying to say is, when you think about it, you might say, I actually haven't taken in those lyrics. Like,
Yeah.
I'm more into the melodies. Like me, I'm a big Burna Boy fan. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But other than G-Wagon or the Bentley, I don't know what he's saying more time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So where you're coming in now with the Arabic thing, it's like, it's so melodic. Like sometimes I don't understand what you're saying, but I can sometimes gauge whether it's a track about pain or a track
facts.
about happiness, just with how you're transcending the message.
Yeah.
Do you know? That's my
Facts.
thoughts on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
exactly.
But yeah, man, like,
But like you said, like it just. But if it's French African, there's a different vibe, there's a different sauce. If it's like Caucasian French, you know what I mean? Like if it's a normal French track, you're probably gonna be like, yeah, cool. But if it's an Afro French, it might you might like it even more because you know where's it coming from. It comes from the Afro, like.
I'll keep it
original.
My
like,
thing-
for
sorry.
example, if people listen to drill, right, and then they listen to Arabic drill, they might like it. It's already, they're in it, they're invested in it because it's just
it's familiar. It's
they know
familiarity.
it. Yeah, they know it.
My problem is that sometimes I like to really take it in. And I can't do that with music which I don't understand.
The lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to deep it. Even though everything you said is right about the melodies and all them thing there, but even me, I feel like I have a distance with Afro beats compared to how I feel about drill. Just because I can understand it. So I'm wondering.
So you
like,
feel more closer to drill than
I do,
Afrobeats?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I've always been like that. But like, I'm wondering, like, you know, when you put out your music, is it necessary to have subtitles or not? And I wonder whether that would make a difference.
I took it from the French people, bro. I listen to a lot of French rap, and I like a lot of people like PNL. I don't understand anything, but when I read the lyrics, I understand what's happening. It just adds more. Like I can sing it right now, and I know what's actually happening, even if I don't really pronounce it well. You know?
I
It just-
think
I can redirect it.
for me, I feel like, and this is a great segue, but I feel like visuals can make you hear something differently.
Yes. And
That's true.
there's one song that I want to bring up.
So when you're thinking about, let's get into CLB,
Yeah.
yeah?
yes.
Too sexy.
Yes.
Too
Yeah.
sexy for my. When I heard that in my car, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is fucking trash.
Yeah.
Turn this
Yeah.
over. This is whack.
Hundo.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It is still a whack song in my opinion. But then the visuals come out and it's like raw.
Yeah.
This song's it's tricking the brain. Like, oh, actually, this
Yeah.
song's not too bad. Like, oh, I am too sexy, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, it's. I don't know. What's your thoughts on the video?
Bro, you know what? The visuals actually helped me digest that instrumental a little bit more because, bro, I don't know. Well, obviously, my favorite Bentley, but when you listen to that beat, yeah, that gave me like, you know, what's that? Free Bands, the mixtape.
Yeah.
You know the beats on that, like,
Yeah,
what was
Future.
that? 013, 012 Future.
Yeah.
But like Drake's just a genius, bro, because he obviously knew what he was doing when he was recording that without the visuals, but he had the vision in mind. And bro, the way even when I listened to it, I was like, actually, yeah, this is a Future beat. And Drake, it's cheesy, but you get me, it's gimmicky. But that's what Drake does, and he sucks people in. So yeah, I like the song.
What do you think?
I think, yeah, like I said, like Drake does this corny stuff on purpose, you know, because it's just funny. It's a meme. Everything he does is a meme.
Yeah.
But do you think that takes away from his integrity?
No,
to the
because it's
music.
like Eminem. Like Eminem, Eminem and Ludacris, like
They created this.
yeah, they created that kind of stuff. And obviously Eminem's a goat, Ludacris is a goat. Like Drake's music.
So you don't look at.
It's kind of a flex to get away with something like that.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Like, obviously, who can do that apart from Drake right now?
Yeah,
That's
fair.
big
Something
facts.
like that. But then at the same time, I'm wondering whether, like what you said about the visuals, I'm wondering whether people listen to music too much with their eyes instead of listening to it, because what we're talking about is the album, innit? Should the visuals really be distorting your view that much?
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
But you know what it is, when I hear the song now, all I see is the visuals.
Is there?
So it's like, I feel like it's there must be some research that shows. That's why people release videos in the first place.
Yeah,
is to
exactly.
provide visuals in order for you to marry with the track a little bit more. Do you know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, if the visuals are great, like even like Hotline Bling,
Facts.
you just see man dancing with the backgrounds behind. It's memeable.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot. It's a lot of
meaning.
marketing. But then I question, how integral is the music? Just give me the music. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't put visuals to it, but like, he's obviously catering. That particular track, I believe, is catering to your TikToks. Do you know what I'm saying? Your reposts. So then, is that music that you're giving me? Why don't you just give me
But this
that
is what
somewhere else?
This is what Drake is, though.
Yeah.
This is what Drake is. It's a lot of perception.
Yeah.
That's what makes Drake Drake. It's not necessarily.
Yeah, I was sorry, Chris. I was gonna say that earlier, Myers. You said sometimes you're in a mood to listen to this artist or that artist, and I believe a great artist will make you listen to. They will have a track for you for every mood or state that you're in, and that is Drake. So like when he dropped CLB, I don't. We'll get into that, like rating it in general, but. Like there is a track for different kind of moods. I wouldn't say every mood, but yeah, there's a track.
But then, let me ask you a question. If there's a track on there for everyone, are you pleasing everyone or are you disappointing everyone?
He's the only one that can be the judge of that, I think.
Because then some people want this Drake, other people want that Drake, and because he's spread thin, is he actually pleasing everyone or is he disappointing everyone? Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's a good conversation to have, because I want rap Drake. Do you know what I'm saying? I want Drake to get into his bag.
I think as soon as you heard the title of the album, you already know what the
vibes is. Yeah.
Certified Lover Boy. That's
Yeah,
it.
and not everyone can get away with that particular track. But let's dig into it a little bit more. Yeah, before we even get into what it sounds like sonically and all this sort of stuff, because I do think whether we like it or not, whether we like the music or not, there is some mastermind tactics that can be extracted from how it's being released and all those sort of things. So the first thing is artwork. Yeah, man's just got a bag of pregnant gal on the front emojis.
Yeah.
Like at first, because it's so shocking and unexpected, everyone's now reposting it. Everyone's now. I've seen like
Sick
Microsoft, adopt certain things. I see Jeep put on different colored Jeeps
And
and
Mercedes, yeah.
so he actually allows the people to do the marketing for him. He's just grabbed 4 emojis off of iPhone and just allowed everyone else to do the to post for him. Like it's just genius. And I'm not sure if those sort of marketing tactics can be used for smaller artists. However, how he executes things, if you're into music, if you make music, whether it's Arabic drill or not, notes can be taken, innit?
Facts.
Notes can be taken.
Fact.
Because, again, another level of marketing is billboards, yeah? What's your thoughts on billboards? Do you think they're old school? Do you think they work still?
Billboards work because at the end of the day, it's a touch point. How many people are going to see it? Simple as that.
Yeah.
They work.
Yeah.
Like,
You reckon they work?
100%.
Do you think billboards work?
100%. I think Instagram accounts became the digital billboards now.
Yeah.
People can pay you to put something on the social because you have 1 million people watching your page every day. And coming back to Drake's point, I think Drake reached a level where people actually can promote their product on his hype. Like,
yes.
people can actually recreate a cover of his album just to, because people
Promote
are
their
familiar
thing. Yes.
of that cover art.
So
which
it's that
crazy.
one hand washes the other sort of
Nuts.
thing.
Like I don't think he will benefit from you. I think all these brands you named right now.
No,
are
I think that I would have to disagree with that.
Really?
Yes, because I think a lot of people's formulas, especially with podcasting as well. Let's grab this person that has 400k following, and then once we, interview them or have them on the pod, they will repost. It will go out to 800k or whatever. Yeah. But there is value in smaller. You have micro influencers now. Yeah. The reason why you have that term is because those micro influencers actually have more engagement. So, for example, my following online might be only 1,500, but believe you me, them 1,500 people follow me.
Yeah.
Like they ask how I feel about CLB. They ask, is it a wave? Is it not? So I think those things are overseen, and sometimes one big person reposting something is not as is not as powerful and effective as a million people reposting.
Facts.
So there is value in that, bro. Don't get it twisted. In my opinion.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about like how overhyped the album has been for what it is. It's a bit too much, don't you think? And it's been pushed back. Like, when was this meant to come out originally?
Last year.
Beginning of this year, right?
Yeah, well, it's been pushed back.
I think
Is that also a marketing technique?
Yeah, I think it's got to a point where now rappers are more accepting of getting the accolades from the clout rather than the accolades from the actual body
music
of work.
Yes.
So all this run up, even Donda, everyone's talking about it, and I think them lot like Kanye and Drake, they're happy that people are talking about it. Not that to say they don't care about their work, but I feel that's now becoming an accolade. On the release of Donda, I did this.
But I do feel like I'm starting to listen. I'm a big Drake fan, innit? But I'm starting to question his work. I am. I'm starting to question Drake's work. It's fantastic work. Don't get me wrong, but is he really pushing himself? I feel like with CLB and we could go through the track list, but you could probably pair another song that sounds similar to every track on that album. So then it's where's the elevation? Or has he got to that ceiling where, bro, I give you a million flows in rap, I sing, what more do you want me to do?
This is actually what he's saying. If you listen to it, he's pretty much saying, I'm at the top, no one can do anything. And he's pretty much just complaining about snakes in the industry and stuff like that. And he's repeating it again and again and again and again, bruv. And then he's talking about women. But you know what I was going to say actually was you see the pregnant emoji. Do you think he's playing on his insecurity or something to do with the whole Pusha T thing and his son coming out?
He's trying to own it.
He's trying to own it.
Yeah, I
that's
thought
a
that.
good point.
I thought that.
I believe, 100%.
And do you know how much of a genius this brother is?
Yeah.
He released it on Labor Day weekend. I think things like that, although people might be like, oh, obviously that's not supposed to be. Bro, this guy is a mastermind. I'm telling you, bro. There's certain things that go over our head that we will look back and be like, oh, actually, that was calculated. I just question. Okay, let me ask you a question. When you rate an album, are you rating it on the demographic of what is out there and what's been released prior, or are you rating it on that individual's past work?
You
got to rate it on their past work, in my opinion.
No, I think you got to take both. Both fundamental factors are important. Because it's about adaptation. Can they keep up with what's good currently, and are they doing better than their last project? You have to take both factors in.
You reckon?
So when you go on someone's album, it's I'm interested in you. I want to see your development. Where are you? Singles, okay, they're coming out and you're comparing it to everything else that you're hearing right now. But when it's an album, I'm thinking about his previous albums. I'm thinking about
Albums are personal,
I'm
innit?
thinking about, okay, what are you telling me then, Drake? Because I've come here to listen to your album.
Yes.
What have you got to tell me? And this is why I feel like a lot of the people are disappointed, because he's not telling me anything different than he told me before.
And I agree with you, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta agree with you more. The product is still good.
Yeah.
The product is good.
It's still good.
I
It's
mean,
still-
some of it's good. I don't
Yes,
think
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think the whole album's good.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's how many 21 tracks on it?
Yeah.
It's a long album. Some of the songs are like 4 or 5 minutes long, and it's like, why do they need to be that long?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some little things that I question, but like, I can't get away from the whole like theme of it, and it's just like the content itself. And to me, I was gonna say it's probably an unpopular opinion, but to me, it's background music, like as background music. But then when I'm trying to listen, I'm just thinking it's a little bit lazy. His energy's not really there. The features are a lot stronger than him. Do you see what I mean? Even in the best tracks, like, what's the one with Rick Ross on it and Lil Wayne?
You
on
only
it?
live twice.
You Only Live Twice, to me, is the best track.
Oh, we
And
were just saying
he
that, bro.
brought energy on that track.
Yeah,
but then
facts.
other tracks, there's no energy. And I'm like, Drake, well, go on, fam.
So would you say that, you know, now it's not unreasonable to question whether he's hit his peak?
I don't think, like, he can still improve, obviously. Everyone
Can he? You keep saying this, bro, but like, is any of his work better than Take Care or So Far Gone or Nothing Was the Same since then?
Nah, but I think we're like humans. We're just too good at being critical, man.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
are. We're
I
just
think-
too good. Like, he still he still releases good music though. That like, if we like take everything.
But what are
out
we
of it-
expecting from him, bro?
Yeah.
What are we expecting from him? What are you trying to...
Do you know what it is, yeah?
Artist of the decade, man.
bro?
Yeah.
And he's done a lot, man.
That's a good question. What are we expecting?
like,
But and are we over expecting? I don't know, but like with I personally like Donda a lot. Do you know what I'm saying? I think
you like the cover, though?
the cover alone, yeah, I'm saying is a bit lazy. It's a bit lazy. But like for me, Donda is very experimentative. So that shows an artist is in his bag. It's like, look, I don't care if you like this or not, but I'm trying a thing here.
And Kanye's been through so much.
Bro, he's talking some stuff on that
He's
album.
talking stuff
That
on that
joint
album.
with 5-Yo.
It's
What?
off
I'm
the
not
grid.
gonna let
Fire.
I'm off
Yeah,
the grid.
hard, yeah,
Do you know what? And it hits
hard.
different. So when he's like, this is for my kids. In my head, I was thinking about I've got kids now. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
trust,
fucking turn up the volume, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're fixing
you feel it. You can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can feel it different
Different,
for my kid. I'm like, yo, this is hitting.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
trust.
Where in comparison to, and that's a quote unquote, that's a gospel album,
That's mad.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
But then on the flip side, when you're looking at Drake, and yes, he's got some serious quotables, but can I relate to them, or is this something that I haven't heard before? Do you know what I'm saying? The content is very similar to the last project and the project before and the
Yes.
project before.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he is at the top. I don't know. Like that's a different conversation. But like maybe he's run out of things. He has to get into. I think we're gonna get a better album from him once he's in a relationship, serious relationship. Personally, I think that's the next step for him.
That is a solid point.
Yeah.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like when you're recording,
Yeah.
are you picking things out of the air? Is it current trends, or is it what you're going through at that particular time? What as a song maker, what what do you pull from?
I think like 70% of the album needs to be your comfortable zone, and then the rest of the 30% you need to get off. You feed the other, like for him to get Fabio on the album and try to get like a bit of a drill vibe. That's not Kanye, but he killed it. Like,
yeah, he fucking smoked
so
that.
that makes you a sick ass artist, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people trying to jump on other hype and be like, man, that's not you. Like,
Yeah, people were writing 5-Yo off. Like
Yeah.
saying that he wasn't living up to Pop Smoke's legacy, and he I
Bars
counted him
too.
out, but I feel like I rated him a
But you
lot
know
more
what?
than
For me,
people.
this is the difference. Yeah. When you hear that track, correct me if I'm wrong. When you hear that track, you think, "Rah, this is." You don't feel like Kanye is jumping on drill. It's still a Kanye West song. When you hear Drake and Thames, it's like, oh, he's trying to do that thing again. Kanye, like, bro, do you know what I'm saying? Where the Kanye West is like, this is his version of drill, not
Yes.
him jumping on drill.
Yes,
Facts.
You
Yeah.
And I
know
think
on
that's
the
where
head.
the artistic
Exactly.
expression
Yeah.
is just there's different there's different levels to this thing.
100. Ooh.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
facts.
don't get me in my bag, cause you know we'll be here for hours, bro.
Nah, it's facts.
But like Donda, I think hits different, and I think okay, I got another question. If that's a gospel based album, which is talking, you know, about God, Jesus, and all these sort of things, as
You say Jesus, that's my bestie.
yeah, like a selfie and yeah, like, can you still listen to that with open ears, being Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I think, to be honest,
And we ain't gonna get into the whole religion side of things, but I'm just saying, like,
at the end of
how,
the day, bro, if you
like-
think about that, like, I'm not even supposed to listen to music.
yeah.
Right?
But obviously, that's
But it just, you have to be actually open-minded when it comes to these things. Like,
and you can you still relate to the lyrics as such?
facts, yeah, because
Okay.
that's his version of
Yeah.
God.
Allah,
right?
yeah. Facts.
It's the same.
No, but even if, like, obviously you forget, like, some of the deeper stuff, like when they start talking about devil crap and that, but, like, you have to remember, like, you're jumping in the artist's world when you listen to their music. So you're not listening to it from your perspective. It's how they tell their story, innit?
Yes.
So, like, whatever they say, obviously, within reason, you know, you have to just accept, like, that's their minute. That's their truth.
I think for me personally, the best music for me is when it's most relatable.
Yeah, 100%.
So if I say, I just went to the dealership and copped a Lambo, I'm like, I just bought a Lambo. And then you
Or I
feel
wanna do it.
Or that's something I want to
trust me.
aspire to. So I feel like, but if you're talking about, I'm at the top, you know, bun all you lot, X, Y, Z, it's like,
People are gonna be like, fuck off.
it's like, all
It
right.
depends,
Like-
because that might be relatable to some.
Yeah, true.
To some people, right? Sometimes, but don't you think there's a thin line of flexing? Like where people be like, that he's actually hard, or this guy's chatting shit, or he's arrogant. Like there's a thin line where people can hate you or be like, this guy's actually sick.
Yeah,
Like,
but they ain't care. If it's true, they ain't caring about what we think.
of course.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. If it comes across arrogant, then I think,
whatever.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
like-
that's just you, innit? You
So,
work hard for it.
Okay, on the TCO Instagram, we put out a poll to say, look, what is better, Donda or CLB? What's you lot's thoughts? It's been a week now. I think anything before now is quite premature. Like, how can you? Because I've sat with albums that, yo, this is dope, and then later on down the line, nah, this ain't it, and vice versa. But I think we're a week or so down the line now. And don't get me wrong, with podcasting, it's like a time in moment. But you can always change. People don't understand that. We might shoot this now, and then 2 weeks later be like, oh, actually, like things can change. But where we are currently right now, what would you say is, you know, the better project?
I'd say Donda is a better album. However, I'd actually rather personally listen to CLB just because that's my type of music.
Right.
Donda's not really my type of music, as in I'll be like forcing it if I'm listening to that in the car. It's like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But if I listen to, I know this is a better album just because of what Kanye's done. Even if you reflect on what he's been through, where he's at in his life, and what he's creating, and the way he's taking risks, and it's banging. Sometimes, you get what I'm
I
saying?
think that's a fair point.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Freek?
Bro, to be honest, as a project,
And there's no right or wrong answer.
no. I think as a project, I think it's Donda because the way it's the production in it is crazy.
Production's
And
crazy.
the creativity, I think it was just out of this roof. But there's a time for each album, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's a time for each
100%.
album. I can't listen to Donda all day. Like you know, there's a time I wanna.
That's what I'm
actually
saying. The
listen to
energies.
CLB. It's the
you know what I'm saying?
energy.
It's the
bro.
energies. It's
You
the
know?
energies.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I do agree with what you say. Like, it's been a week now, so I think you can kind of go in a direction of making a decision. I personally still think it's way too early.
Okay.
I don't think CLB is a trash album. I do believe Drake put a lot of work into it, so I don't want to just listen to it after a week and then write one or the other.
I think
off.
trash is very extreme.
People
Yeah,
say
it is.
meaty,
oh, that's fire. That's
yeah.
trash. Like, it might just not be as good as what you thought it would be.
Yeah, so
You want to stay on the fence.
I'm not gonna stay on the fence. Freak, like you said, Kanye West's album production is absolutely brazy. However,
Like that tune with Weekend and Baby.
Hurricane, yeah.
hit
That's
different.
what I was thinking as well. Like, whose album do you think Lil Baby went harder on? Obviously, Donda. That girl's track, I think it's meaty as well.
Which
I
one?
think Baby is smoking every
Everything.
feature he's on.
Everything.
Everything.
He's showing
everything.
He's showing man.
You reckon you can match up to Wayne?
Listen,
Tunechi.
his rise and from where he was originally when he was with Gunna more time, and I used to think Gunna. Yeah, I'm not saying Gunna's dead, but I used to think I was more of a Gunna person. But his, improvement has been like rapid rate.
Mad.
Like you cannot have an album without having him on there. He's on J. Cole's album, Drake's, Kanye, and he's smoking niggas, bro.
Yeah.
Every one of them got smoked.
Yeah,
If
100.
if he wasn't on that Girls Want Girls song, it wouldn't even be a song.
Yeah,
That's a big
I'm
factor.
sorry, 'cause
100%.
he went hard.
Yeah, 100%.
I think even someone like Meek said that he was in the studio, Lil Baby, and he just couldn't. He
he
was
said
like,
he couldn't keep up with
these
Dirk
young
and Baby.
niggas.
Yeah,
They're different, and I can hear that. Like when you're new and it's your time, bro. It's his time, man.
So that particular track, Girls on Girls, yeah. Could the man them date someone that's been with a girl before?
Yeah,
You could.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. That's calm. Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer here. Like,
He got a guff to
you know
his
what I'm
like.
saying? That's
I'm not that
man said yeah. I said you could. He said I think so.
He's like, yeah.
No, listen. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but I think with this album, it does spark a lot of questions.
Bro, it's so weird.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
Close.
like, could you like?
Me personally, it depends what point I am in my life. I may be a bit mature and accepting of those things, but currently, no. If I'm,
It's not ideal.
no.
And I don't think there's again none of these questions. There's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah,
it's,
but
all,
why?
it's all preference based.
It's like right now.
Yeah, but why
it's not
would that
happening.
why would that bother you though? Why would that bother you?
No, that's just not my preference. Like the kind of women I'm into aren't into that. So
Right.
yeah, do you know, I like them. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna ask the Arabic man because I already
Bro,
know the
don't
vibes.
even come
I know the
close to
vibes.
me, bro.
I know the vibes. bro.
Even
You know, I looked at Freak's like,
I'm like, yo.
don't even bother
I mean,
come around here with that.
I'll go viral tomorrow, bro.
Trust me.
But you know what he's saying?
Viral.
What he's saying is something that a lot of people are saying is that all girls kind of like girls.
Kind of.
That's what
all
I'm saying.
girls, all girls.
I
kinda-
think, yeah.
If you ask a girl, is
That's a
there
big
a single girl that you would fuck? There's always one girl that they'll say, yeah. To be honest, if I got a chance to, I'll do that.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think you're that
That's
far
mad.
away from the point. Like, I think it became. We have to tread lightly here,
Yeah.
but it seemed like around late 2000, it was like a trend. Like, not trend, but it was becoming more. Obviously, it was becoming more accepted. Fair enough, but it was like. And even listen, it's a sticky one, isn't it? We might have to glide off of this. We might have to glide off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
My man said it was, it was trendy in
Man ain't-
2012.
Man ain't gonna get me on this. But listen, I don't think me personally. I'd be open to the fact, innit? I would be open to the fact. I wouldn't write it off. Put it that way. I think we're all at a mature mindset where, you know, we respect everyone's preferences. But if we had a female in the building, I would ask, like, could you be with someone that's been with? And I don't know what that answer would be, but I think it would be very different to ours.
Yeah.
In all fairness, do you know what I'm saying? Because even with girls that date out of, you know, if girls date girls and whatever else, like, there is a certain mentality there as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So if a guy has been with a guy before and now he's dating, it's deeper than, oh, this is the person I've actually had, you know, whatever with. I think there's more that comes with the person, and that's what has to be considered. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
That's my opinion anyway.
I think because you have to be worried, like this shit can switch any day.
Yeah, but
Why?
Any day.
When you say switch, do you mean
One day she could come to you and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to my old shit.
But then, like, it's not
Yeah.
switch. It's not switch off you though, like, because she could be like that about an ex anyway.
Yeah,
Who's a guy?
That's true.
No, but you have to worry about men and women now.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
Now you have to
So
worry
if you're
about the
with-
whole
so-
fucking
the whole,
Hey,
the
we're
whole shit.
targeted.
So if your missus comes home and says, "I'm gonna keep it 100," like, I was in the club today and I ended up lipsing down this girl in the club.
Yeah.
What's the vibes like,
Bro, you need to think about something.
Is that cheating?
Is she on something?
Is she cheating?
First of all, is she on something, or she's used to doing that from early age? Like, that's just that's me.
But is
So
that cheating though? Is that like a done deal?
Yeah, well, it's cheating.
It is.
Cheating isn't just the physical.
Cheating subjective.
That's a good question.
Cheating is
That's a
in
good
the
question.
intention, I believe.
That's 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's telling you she's went to White and she's lips down this girl.
Yeah, but then why?
Because it was fun at the time.
Because
Like,
it was fun. It's different. It's different from because I kind of like her, you know. It's
okay, so
different.
if she told you that she lips down some brother,
yeah,
and you're saying why,
that's
say, oh, it's
peak.
fun.
There's only one reason why she'd be lips in her
Bro,
man.
imagine you want.
But like girls,
imagine you
know,
go
they-
to. Imagine you go to your wife. You're saying, "I was in the club and I lips the guy."
Yeah, bro. What am I supposed to say to
And
that?
you're like, oh, just it was fun at the time.
That's what I'm saying. I think whether we like it or not,
You
yeah,
might you might have to think twice. And be
whether
like,
whether we like it or not, society, there's double standards, bro. There's double standards,
Facts.
innit? And I think a girl has more chance of getting away with that.
There's a reason that standard. There's a reason why it's a double standard, though. You expect girls to like girls. Like even when he came out with that song, it's not shocking. Girls want girls. Oh, shock, innit? But guys like guys. What the hell are you saying, bro? Do you know what I mean?
bro, it is. There is something like that. There is.
Yeah, there is a demographic that you're unaware of. That
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
vibe.
Like,
Yeah, but it's not
kind
mass,
of.
it's not a mass market accepted thing where it's
Like a mass.
It's not as I don't know, bro.
not
I'm
a good
seeing
marketing.
Lil Nas X doing his thing.
I hear that, but what we're trying to say is that most girls,
We have to glide out of here soon. Still, I'm gonna take us out of here.
most girls,
like,
listen, most girls have expressed the attraction to another woman. Most guys haven't. Even straight women have expressed the attraction towards a certain woman. Straight guys don't do that.
or I'm just saying, like, I know Drake is a man that likes to capitalize on certain things,
Yeah.
and I just want Drake to give me Drake, innit? Stop trying to, this is cool at the moment, so let's jump on that. And but like, I'm starting to forget who he is as an individual until I hear the 7 a.m.s in such and such.
But that's something Drake would say. Like girls would like.
Yeah,
girls.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
something-
100. But listen, I got a few quotes here, yeah? On one of his tracks, I think it's the first one, he says, and I think we all might be able to relate to this, hence why I'm bringing it up, because we've all made that move to go to Dubai in order to better ourselves, earn money, grow our network and stuff like that. And on Champagne Poetry, which for me is a serious tune, yeah? No joke thing there. He says, friends in high places and friends that are high still. Is that an awkward? I think what he's trying to say is that I have friends that are doing extremely well, and I have friends that are not doing as well, or maybe have
just
things to
high.
deal with, and they're just smoking away their
Facts,
lives and
yeah.
whatever else. How do you deal with that? Like being in the middle, having different friendship groups, going home maybe for the the Christmas period, like.
Yeah.
I've had to question whether my boys are always my people, yeah, and I've got like my brothers are my brothers regardless of what happens. But I was starting to like get worried that our mentalities are changing, and I don't want to grow apart from this individual or certain individuals, but it's just looking like the nature. Like how do you deal with stuff like do you feel like it's awkward when you're you have different circle groups, and can you mix those circle groups? Like I recently had a birthday. I didn't want to, like last year I had a boat party, people come out and whatever else, but like I feel like when it's your birthday and you put something on and now you're mixing different friendship groups, it can become very awkward because everyone's coming, they all know a different part of you. So do you have to split yourself into 5 in order to cater for those individuals? Do you know what I'm saying? Like what's your thoughts on that?
It's a difficult one to deal with. Like, the truth is, you shouldn't care. The truth is, like, when you go home and you've got boys that are still like, you shouldn't really like care about that stuff. You shouldn't care where they are in their lives, innit? Because it doesn't really define them.
Don't you think it can drag you down too?
Yeah.
Look, you don't let it drag you down. Like, you're a person. Like, but at the end of the day, like, why is that person still someone you care about? That's what matters more than how well they're doing in their life. Do you get what I'm saying? It's actually quite pretentious to think in that way. Because take away the money, take away all them thing there, he's still the same person inside.
But what's your goals? What do you I'm not saying you've got to be at the end, but I'm saying like do we still have similarities in mindset?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not necessarily, he has X amount and he has X amount. This isn't a financial conversation. This is more about a mindset conversation.
Yeah.
And if I continue to ask you, oh, what's the news? What's the update? And you're saying, I'm still out here.
Yeah.
It's hard to now engage in a conversation with that individual. Do you know? So now do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I think.
Or do you feel like you owe it to those individuals to keep?
No, I don't think that. I think you just leave it where it is, and it like, obviously, if it's like that, then the conversation is only gonna go so far. You don't need to overstay that welcome, in it, like.
Bro, I think that statement is nuts. First of all, I think you need to actually just be around people you want to be like in the first place. Being in the UAE, bro, that situation, you definitely need to cut niggas off. Like, you don't have even a time to be like, yo, I'm trying to get people on. I'm trying to be real.
That can slow you down.
Bro, that can just be being in the wrong time, at the wrong place, at the wrong time, you're done. Like, you cannot be going with people that doing some shady shit. You need to be around people that actually in high places you want to be like, and that's it, bro. And if they hate it, they hate it. Like,
if we go back to the quote from Drake's album, friends in high places and friends that are high still, like, I think as humans, like, we're assuming that he's talking about the two ends of the spectrum. It might not be that. It might actually be he has friends like hippie friends that are probably very proactive, but they just enjoy smoking, or just like them. That's
all down for interpretation.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, it goes, like, the point that I'm trying to make is that there's nothing wrong with, and take this with a pinch of salt, there's nothing wrong with being bipolar or tripolar. It's about having like different personalities around different people. And then when you made your point about mixing batches and mixing squads and whatnot, you have to do it within reason, but you need to know your friends well enough. And that's a position that, especially us three, we've probably been in bare times. Like, can my family here actually mingle with my brothers? But like, my brothers, they're nice people, and so are my bedrooms here.
Yeah,
like,
but I've got man them that have flown out, and it's like, I can't take you to brunch.
Bro, sometimes,
not with these man. Yo, I see man with a nice kid. Like, bro, like,
nah, trust.
That's the thing.
Just cool, like,
Most of the time, when back in the days when I used to mix people together, bro, the other guys, I tend to rub the other guys, bro.
you have to be careful.
And the next day, be like, yo, check this bag out. I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
But at the same time, what I found, is like, I have certain individuals where I'll go out and they're doing extremely well. So if we're going out for food, like, and the bill comes, there's no, like, give me that here. I mean, and it's not awkward. I think there is an awkward space because you always, as men, and I think I can speak for everyone here, we always want to pay our way. And you're like, you might go to this dinner saying to yourself, I'm going to pay for my part. And not my part, but if we bust this down, I'm going to pay my way. And then we're eating and, we're ordering what needs to be ordered, and you're not worried about that man that's ordering chicken, but he's ordering steak. Everyone's just ordering, you're going to bust it down at the end, But then when you got the done, it's like, bring 6 DPs. You know what I'm saying? Bring 4 classes used. It's like, okay, and he's pouring the drink, and it's like, you need to have a relationship with that individual to now know, okay, so bro, you're taking the lead here. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that can be an awkward situation and a scenario, and I've seen people where they maybe they don't have that relationship with that person, be like, oh no bro, I'm not going to drink. But all it is like, I haven't really got the funds to cover this if I get involved. So what I was trying to say originally, and I think those are small faults that people that are kind of on the rise and have different friendship groups go through. And it's for that individual that's doing extremely well to say, look, iron it out from the jump. Listen, I got this today. Let's not, or stop the foolishness. Let's just enjoy. And then, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. And then there's times where I've gone to the UK now and I'm that person, maybe not as extreme, but I'll say to the man, yo, let me get this today.
And it feels nice.
And it's nice. It's all relative. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about playing your position. Do you know, what do you think?
No, 100%. Yeah, I agree with, completely, bro. Especially, obviously, look how cheap food is anyway. Like, in that example, like, it's easy to get like 10 man, you know what I mean? Like a pepper steak, and you get me a rice.
Bro, don't you think Dubai made you even better than that when it comes to that?
Yeah.
Dubai made you better when it comes to like paying or
more
Yeah,
generous.
yeah,
More
yeah.
generous.
It's a
100%.
culture thing.
Yes, 100%. Because I've been at home and a man saying, "Oh, I know you paid that. I owe you that £10.50, bro."
Yeah.
And I'm saying, bro, like you're jarring me with this £10.50, fam. Leave it, like I've
keep
got
it,
that.
yeah.
We ain't got to do all of that. What's your bank account? I'll transfer you the £7. Like,
Yeah.
We ain't got.
Exactly.
But that's no slight to that individual.
Nah, I
that
know
just
it.
might be how that individual moves.
culture,
That's the environment.
And he's still a man so he still don't want you to cover him.
Yeah.
So it's about seeing, you know, the what perspective is that individual coming from?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
if you pay me that £7, I might see it disrespectful. Like if you give me a $10 and be like, "Hey," I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
You know.
But I
it's
think
just different.
it's a culture thing. I
It's
think
a
you're
culture.
saying.
It's definitely a culture thing.
But have you ever been out for dinner before and someone's going in?
yeah.
And you're like, "Ben, I know you just closed the door, yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Cool
Like right now I'm on my face."
Ooh, with that.
Yeah. Like how do you even deal with that situation? Let's say it's not someone you're
This guy
tight with.
knows something.
It's not someone you're tight with. So it's not like you can say to your but yo, I see you're going it, you know you're covering. This is just like association. Like, you know, that's why I don't like going out with associates. I just want to go out with my brethren, we chop it up. There's no awkwardness. Yo, I had the fish, yeah, so I'm paying for my fish. And there's no problem with that.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the circumstances. But when you're going out with people that are not your dogs or you're developing a relationship, it can become awkward.
Yeah, that's why I don't really, me personally, I don't really step with no one that's not my dog. Like, do you know what I mean? Because you have to premeditate. Like, obviously, if you're around man that you know how they move. If they pull a funny something, you obviously pull that individual and say, "Bro, I want him here." That's your thing, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get that might not have been my pattern when I stepped. You know what I mean? So. You get me? But then obviously I'm not going to lie. If he's going in, I don't feel like going in, then I'll be like, yeah, all right, cool. But I will let the man them know this is me going in, like for us. Like,
I think
worry.
that individual owes that information.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, look, if we all went for dinner and Freek started going in, it's like, if you're doing it without consulting the mandem, then you're doing it for the mandem, innit?
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's that much.
But this is hypothetical. But Freek might turn around and say, "Bro, like, look how much of a lit night we've had because I ordered the DP. So we all busting this down." Then what?
Again, I didn't order it.
But you sip it. How comes in these?
They've got your
photos?
ID, not mine, brother.
But in the photos, Chris is all like, man's got the big ace doing up, but he don't want
Pictures.
Yeah, but
I just want to know about the etiquette. Like, how do you, if you're okay, we've spoke about whether you're on the side of ordering.
I'll tell you what.
But if you're on the other side, how do you operate?
I'll go like this. It's so easy. I'm like, love, bro. I'm out. Love for that.
Nah, I don't know. Like, let's say if I step out with Bentley and Bentley knows my position, and like he's like, it's just us two, and he's like, I want to have a good time, but we come out saying, we're gonna spend 1,000 dirhams. If he rises up that bill to, let's say, 5-6K, but he obviously, look how tight we are. He knows the position I'm in. I would say, you know what? You did this because we're probably celebrating something. We'll
bust it down.
Yeah,
so it's all case dependent.
Yeah, it depends how well
say.
You know that guy. Because I know Bentley's not gonna do that if he doesn't know that. Yeah, man's in the.
Because I'm not gonna lie. If I go out, all right, look. If I go out, I'm the guy. I've bust mad deals, so money's nice right now. I've invited you lot out. Cool. Everyone's eating. In everyone's minds, they're paying for their stuff. And then I start ordering the mad thing, bare ace of spades and all this sort of stuff. And then if someone then comes to me and says, "Look, bro, this is a bit, don't worry about this. I got this. Enjoy it." But if that person doesn't come to me and say anything, and in my head I'm still covering, but you're doing the most with the ace. Do you think he's allowed to do the most with the ace? If
just depends. Is that your boy though?
If I
is that your guy?
If I'm coming and I'm paying for something,
it's for
obviously
us.
I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, I agree.
Get what I'm saying?
I agree.
Do what you want. Take your snaps, whatever.
Yeah,
man.
I
We'll
agree.
laugh about it, but
I
like,
agree.
do you get what I'm saying?
Because I would never.
But I wouldn't do that though.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
exactly.
saying? I wouldn't.
You're not that type to actually hold the. You know what I mean? Like
we've all
take
been.
photos.
Let's not cap. We've all been that person though.
Yeah.
Like when I'm young, 21, 22. Yeah, bro. Take a snap. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But obviously, as you grow older, these things are
especially
not.
here, yeah. I feel like we're not really like that.
No.
Yeah.
Here, it's not. That's not a flex. Like
Yeah.
I don't think people are gonna look at you like
if
a
anything,
joke.
that's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, 'cause
And there's been times where, you know, in the past where I might have been like 23, 24, and, you know, like I've mixed groups and the man them are excited because man them've never seen this before and they've just landed from the UK.
Oh.
I've brought them out with certain individuals and
Yeah.
they've never seen this situation before. So I gotta say, yo, just cool with the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't be doing up, you know, bottles and taking pictures and just cool, like don't embarrass me.
Yeah.
Basically, where act like you've been there before. Basically, do you know what I'm saying?
that's difficult. That's a difficult one.
That is a difficult
Well,
one.
back in the day, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, not
Some
obviously
people
now
didn't
it's
see
like-
none of this shit. Like
yeah.
people can take photos of fruits on the table, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's
Trust me.
What are you talking about, bro? I've seen niggas fucking take videos snapping fruits. I'm like, bro, how's this a flex?
yeah.
That shit comes to the table, bro.
I hear that. But anyway, let's wrap this up. It was good. It was good talking to you, man. Like I said,
Okay.
look into 971 Lounge. You know what I'm saying? They're good over there. They're nice over there.
Thirsty.
Trust me. The setup over there is proper. They're trying to step on our thing, but we're coming. You know what I'm saying? Like old tight H for coming through.
Yeah.
And this is what it's about. Just chopping it up with the gang,
Come
getting
on.
different perspectives as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
100.
You know what I'm saying? Freak, anything you want to say?
Gang.
Nothing
man.
but love. Subscribe, all that good stuff,
All that,
like
all
and
that.
all that. Comment. You know
What's
the vibes.
What's the handles, man? Share the handles.
Yeah, at Fute Knows, and then obviously at 971 Lounge. You get
Yeah,
me?
you want to share a handle or you low key with it?
At Diet Starts Tomorrow, DXB.
Yeah, I'm too sexy underscore
know it.
international. You know the vibes. And yeah, done though. We are out.
Cool.
Yeah.